Alright. I think I got everything set up all nice and neat. Guess I'll wait for people to start tuning in to actually start chit-chatting.
How's your Valentine's Day?
It's Valentine's Day.
Thank you for answering that question with just completely blank. Just so you know that. Once you know that.
Yeah. Well, it's just been a Valentine's Day. It hasn't been anything special.
What about your special one? Special one? Wow, that was not settled. What about your loved one?
He's busy with work. I'm busy with giving the parents. They couldn't even have a proper Valentine's Day this year because we just work. My parents work. Me and my husband, we work. Or my husband and I, rather. We work. The internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Well, luckily, I know from area to area, so that should not be an inherent issue. Oh, that's the person I helped with the best gargoyle. What do you know? Small world. Their mount is strong. I don't know what kind of build that person is running, though. Wish I could help them. Some more, but we got to do a stream.
But I did like a little debrief today about what I wanted to do. And I told him now I'm going to switch back and actually go back and try to get other mags to make my old build better, because my old build I fully didn't go all the way to make it the best old build to be actually established to be better in a new build, like create a better new build.
Yeah.
That's a little debrief. That's just like the quickest debrief, because it was like I think it was an hour long of me doing that.
Oh, like an hour-long stream or something or another.
Yeah.
Well. Oh, and just to let everybody know who's going to tune into the stream, my internet connection is kind of right now, so the cell phone tower in my area that's responsible for all the internet connection is kind of wonky. It's not working right. I can play onigiri with it just fine. It's just being in a party, doing a stream while playing onigiri, I understand, is a massive amount of work that my poor little hotspot phone had to do to grab from the also very crappy cell phone tower. So if my stream looks like it's a little bit behind from what you may be hearing from Princely's, it's exactly the reason why, but you know, it's business as usual. As soon as both streams are done being videotaped, you can watch them at the same pace or at your own leisure, so nothing to worry about. Oh, to inform Princely here, I went back to my creative build, you know, the one with the 108 wisdom, 120 power, 120 dex, and 102 mind.
Yeah.
I ended up going back to that one. My newer build, while it had higher power, higher dex, it just didn't feel me. Because it felt too meta-ish to me, like it was like too close to the meta for my taste. And to kind of like justify that even a little bit more, I saw another hybrid user have the same exact stats of 100 power, 100 dex, and then like everything else was pumped into mind, and so I was like, nah, I'm going back to what I know is OG for me, like an original creation on my side.
I completely get it, to be honest with you.
No.
Because
and
for
I
me,
just killed a Bisque gargoyle on hell with it, so I mean.
I'm gonna need you to, you know, you're advertising. You know, I need you to, you know, not me. You low-key have me over here feeling weak. I'm gonna go do Abyss though. When I got my other setup, I'm gonna go do Abyss. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to get better at it. Learn his movesets first, and then try to beat him on hell.
No, Abyss has always been a thing for me. Like, when I first fought him in story, like I was fairly unprepared. I ended up killing him anyway because Izuno was my saving grace. And I was like, well, that sucked. The fact that, like, you know, I had to claw through it, and since then, I was telling myself, when I beat Abyss on Hell will be like another notch under my belt. And it is. We just beat Abyss on Hell. And on top of that, carried Abyss on Hell for my first Hell clear on that dungeon. So.
See.
And damage capping on him. Very proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. So, for this little Princely podcast, guys, y'all did hear me through, I think, like 2 streams or 1 stream ago, rage out about Switch. I apologize, but in the same sense, the Switch thing is kind of like, it's such a concept for me that it gets me angry about talking about it. I'm not saying anybody, no one said anything in my chat, but it's just me saying out loud because like, I talked about Twitch, man, and I got so, like, I didn't get like mad, but I was triggered. Worse, so, because I was just like, my friend brought it up and then we talked about it, I was like, bro, it's just, I don't even bring it up anymore, never mind. But,
a little bit garbo right now.
Bro, they would never farm. They're not gonna. I already said this once, but they're not gonna farm Elder like we did to get their Gargs. They're not going to another Ushu like grind. They're not going to be able to think outside the box. They're not going to do any other things besides that. They're just going to be like, okay, well guys, guess what? Just get these mounts, get this Zumko. Oh yeah, did you know there's Zenith weapons? Okay, let's go get those or Garg and just start using it. We could just carry ourselves to story. It's just that easy. I'm like. And then they got these OP dolls. Don't even get me started on those. 70%. You know how long we had to wait for 70% dolls? That's what gets me. We had to wait forever for 70% dolls. They come out and they just get them? No. All had to make sure we got our right dolls, which was 15% attack and 50% affinity. We just have to keep with it, keep going, keep going, keep going, and keep going. It's just like, I just been like, I guess I'm irritated by it because there's rare few who think outside the box. Like, the reason I think I succeed a little bit as a sword user, I'm not saying I'm the best, I say I can say I am a sword user, is because I think outside the box. Like, a lot of people who go do, what's her face, Kaguya's home, right? They go in there, they're like, oh, just use dark, but I don't have dark, so, let's say they don't know how to kite, then that's going to be a problem. Or let's say they don't even realize that you can use ice. It's not the best effective move, but if you're trying to do something at least, then you can use ice. Or use healing. Or use a whole bunch of all these moves, but just, you're kind of stuck it now. And you're like, dang, did I make the best move? That's what you're going to sit there and think. It's like, there won't be another concept of actually, like, being different until it's too late for them. Or, I'm not saying it's never too late to be different, but in the same sense, it's like, some people are always going to be thinking, well, when it works, why break it? Well, because breaking it could also temper it with better metal than the metal already has. It's just, and I know you probably like, I know I told you about that thing, well, they got that, the PC got that one event, this is crazy, now they're adding the little accessories with the sword behind the back, and also this doll, I don't even know what it does, but don't even get me started. If I see what that doll does, I'm gonna be pissed. And they get all these cool weapons and everything.
PC's ahead of us, though.
Yeah.
He's ahead of us at least by like 9 months, so that's not nothing to get wound up about.
But they got but like, okay, this is just the thing. They got their event, right? I understand PC is the most overflowing clients they have, and they go through it, right? I understand that. But at least fits our fucking Ibaraki. Excuse my French, but fits our Ibaraki. Give these players out here a chance to work with something with the Ibaraki And then, you know, I wouldn't even be that mad. Like, if Fitz already broken, but you want to sit out there and go do freaking a whole event, which takes, what, how long to update? Depending on where it was, depending on how much, it could be like a really good chunk. Ibaraki, just sit there and fix that one person and fix it throughout the whole community. That's it. That's all I'm asking, because it's like, you don't understand what you're missing on until you fix her. And I'm just...
Well, I've always understood the concept of what I missed with Ibaraki, but the thing is, it's like getting mad at them for little to nothing, and then this is my reason why. So, Ibaraki's issue is server-wide, not just our server, but like every single server has this issue with Ibaraki, not just us. Xbox has that problem. Switch, it's unknown, but I'm pretty sure they don't have that issue, so we can say everybody but Switch has this issue. Even the mother child, the godchild, the first child, PC, has this issue. So it's not like we're sitting here out in the dark. We on the NA JP server PS4, JP server gets updated before we do, so they're like the second child down. We're like the third child. NA's the third child. You can say Switch and Stream are going to be the babies, and of course they're going to get attention because they're the babies. They're like newborn babies. And then if a newborn baby has a heart complication, you're not going to sit here to your middle children who you know are self-sufficient and have been out there for a while and are grown. You're not going to tell them, hey, let me pay attention to you while our child is dying over here. Oh, thank you, It's Tears. Oh, hey, the chat bubble is working. YouTube and PS4 have now decided to not be mean. But It's Tears, thank you very much for tuning into the stream. We are just simply, me and Prince Lee are talking right now about Ibaraki's issue, and I will continue on with that, but I did want to thank you for checking out the stream. I have other videos that are probably going to be better quality than this one, just because my internet connection on this stream is just a little bit wonky right now. I will say this, if you do enjoy the content of what you hear in the stream or what you see on another video, please subscribe. That would mean the world to me. I sincerely mean it when I say it. Anyways, continuing with Ibaraki's issue, the reason why Twitch is stream, we're going to get so much attention right now, and while we're delayed, it's like the parents have to pay attention to the newborn child. They have to. Otherwise, the newborn child's going to collapse and cave. So, like a baby, the parents have to like coddle it. So it's understandable. That's why honestly, I'm not mad about anything. I'm not. Now would I be a little bit frustrated if I didn't have my proper sake layout that I have? Yeah, of course, I'd probably be a little bit miffed, but not too much. Because number one, this is a server issue. Number two, they're all running a business. At the end of the day, Cyberstep is a business. They're not just a conglomerate of people, they are a business, therefore they have to take things at a business standpoint. They have to make sure their workers are getting their paychecks, they gotta do payroll, they have to do a plethora of other things that we just don't see behind the scenes. Maybe there's just some sort of coding error with Ibaraki that is just so unique, they don't know how to solve it just yet. Because at first it was when you completed a certain chunk of the story, Ibaraki's vocal cords wouldn't activate anymore. Like her voice was just lost somewhere. We don't know where it went. But if you started a new character and went to Ibaraki, you can hear it go yah-ho, yah-ho. Like I can go to my my one character right now, and for him Ibaraki talks, but for my sword character and SS right here, they don't talk. So it's just like, well, shit, you know, it's like, well, so that might have been an eventual, like, coding error, you know, update after update after update after update, server reset after server reset, maintenance after maintenance. Maybe something finally triggered with the code that just broke Ibaraki. Ibaraki right now, for all intents and purposes, is broken. The only function that works on her is filling the alcohol. So I don't have an inherent issue with that. And I won't have an inherent issue with anything Cyberstep does. Even when the server maintenance had to happen, the emergency maintenance, I didn't come at them with bullet hells and hellfire. I just said, I would just like to inform you that your server's not working right now. I know you guys are under a lot of stress. I know you guys are under a lot of demands. I get it from a business standpoint because I help run a restaurant, and mine's on a much smaller scale than what Cyberstep has to deal with. They have to deal with 1,000 customers at minimum, while I only have to deal with, what, maybe one customer complaint every now and then? They have to deal with 1,000 customer complaints a day, 1,000 requests a day. So let's just say that, you know, for instance, let's say they have 100 requests a day, 100 complaints a day, and 100 compliments a day. That's the perfect world. That's the perfect realistic world. But that's not going to happen. It's more like 200 complaints a day, 400 requests a day, and like 10 compliments. Only 10 people complimenting them. Like, would you feel, honestly, if you were in Cyberstep's position, would you feel like you want to give your all to this game? If most of the people are just sitting here nagging you and nagging you and nagging you and not even thanking you? They're just saying, hey, this is broken, fix it. Or, hey, this is broken. Hey, this is broken. Hey, this is broken. Well, this is broken too. And it's like, if they're pointing out 80 different things and you can really focus on one thing that you want to fix above all, and you only have so many people, cutting team, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go, well, we gotta focus on Switch because they have the most issues out of everyone right now. So of course they're going to pour all the available manpower into that. And now people are getting upset because they're like, well, where's our update? Where's our update, Cyberstep? Well, now they have a whole separate team that's trying to make an event for us. They have to translate everything from Japanese into English, make sure it's at least coherent enough for us to understand, do the same thing for all the mags, do the same thing for all the Darkman weapons, do the same thing for everything. For all the character lines, all the character models, to make sure our US server can handle it. Our NA server can handle it. Not US server, but NA server. So, you consider all of that workload? That's why I'm not mad with them. That's why I thank them for coming up with a game that they have. Because to anybody tuning into the stream, watching our stream, I know they have people complain on PC. Leon, I am at Yami Taikoku. I know they have people complaining on PC that Onigiri won't be added to Steam. Oh, okay. Well, if they're not gonna add it on Steam, then that's perfectly fine. That's not my hell hand grenade where I'm just like, it sucks. That's their business. They do their business. But my thing is, I don't like it when people are consistently crapping on Cyberstep when they're doing at the end of the day, they're doing a good job. Are you paying for stuff? Yes, you're paying for stuff, right? Well, yeah, so occasionally you throw money at the game, right? And I'm sorry, but if you're strictly free to play and you're complaining at Cyberstep, this is gonna sound mean when I say it, but please be quiet. You're not putting any money into this game. Charles, I am in Yamitech with Princely right now. That's where I'm at. You're not. Oh, I'm not in Yamitech Tokyo. I'm sorry. I'm in Izumo. Izumo's where I'm at. I can't read it. Anyways, if you're strictly free to play, if you're not a paying customer, you are getting nothing out of the game not working. Other than your time, you're losing nothing. However, Princely has invested money into the game. I invested a lot of money into this game. And coming from somebody who has spent around roughly, at bare minimum, $500 on the game, that's half $1,000, and I'm not complaining, that should show you. It's Leon. Okay, Leon, I'm sorry. Like, let's just think about that for a moment, okay? If the people who are paying a lot of money on this game are not the ones sitting here and getting all their pay a bunch about it, or their underwear in a bunch, either way you want to say it. And I'm not trying to create enemies out of anybody. I'm not trying to create animosity with anybody. I'm just trying to say, if we're pay to play and we're not complaining about it, and we're paying customers, or helping keeping this server open because we're paying customers, and I'm not whining about it, I don't know Princely's case. And I'm not saying Princely did earlier was whining. I'm just saying I'm not gonna complain. I know they're doing a did a good enough job at the end of the day. That's my piece.
What? You're breaking up on my end, so I'm probably gonna do cut, come back, internet test connection, and see if that works from my end. Cause sometimes I can uphold people's internets, believe it or not.
Okay, well, I'll continue talking with,
Okay, I'll be back.